guys, welcome to my channel. This is Fun. Today I wanted to talk about something that I think it's worth discussing, and that's why I'm gonna talk about it. And as usual, the title says it all. Basically, I'm gonna be talking about reactions from men in my dating life. I think it's something, it's sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's not, and I think every trans person can relate. But I think the reason I want to talk about it is to just maybe emphasize the fact that everyone is different. Yeah, everyone's different. Anyway, so I think today I'm just going to get into this video and try to not do as many cuts, because I'm trying to not spend too much time editing and just be able to deliver and improve my speech over time. I think it has been something that I wanted to achieve, a personal goal. So if you are into this video, I hope you can give me a thumbs up. Click the like button please, because it really helps me, especially right now, to get more people to discover fun. So anyway, okay, let's get started. I think for my dating life, it has been a roller coaster since 10 years, and I think every man is different. It really depends on how they were brought up, what kind of cultural background. I don't like the stereotype, between countries, but I do felt like in Europe, people are more likely to be open-minded and acceptance versus America or South America or Brazil or China. And but of course there are special cases, and a lot of people, there are some people who are just fine. But in general, I think personally for me, it has been, I guess for this year, it has been good, but it's also bad in a way, because I felt like among the men I have dated, even if some of them have no problem and they really adore me or they like me, I think it still takes a huge step for them to be thinking about whether they want to be more serious, they wanted to see you more, or if they even want to be friends sometimes. I think that's very sensitive, and I get personal sometimes, because I feel like if I had a good chemistry with someone, why do they not want to be friends or continue in some other ways if it doesn't work out? Or sometimes it's not just them, but sometimes I don't like the other person, like physically, but I do have I do enjoy the intellectual part of the conversation and the person itself. And when that happens, I like to make a friend, but it's not always the case that people would feel the same and want to do the same thing. And I think that has been hard for me to accept. I just felt like, okay, a lot of guys just wanted to get what they wanted out of you, and if they can, or if they realize that's not something that they wanted, they will move away. And it has been hard, and I'm trying to not see it as being superficial, because I do think for me as well, like I do like someone that, I do care about the looks of a guy. So, and I think everyone cares about a look of someone, but it's not, it's not something that is the most important thing, but it's one of an element that created the initial spark. And I think, yeah, I just need to meet a nicer guy, maybe. But in general, I felt like, women, doesn't matter if you're trans or not, we're being objectified so much. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And we need to change it, I think by talking about it more and sharing, I think it's a good beginning. Maybe someone else have dated a trans person recently and they're just, searching on YouTube trying to find out more, and maybe they'll come across my video, never know. So that's why I'm making this video, to say that, it's so important. It's so, life is so short. Like, if you have a good connection with someone, like, don't fear that, it's only one thing. It's only if we are together, if it's a relationship, if it's a friends with benefit or not, then, if it's not, then there's no other means to continue getting to know each other. I think that's just so shallow. Like, I don't really buy that. I felt like people should really value vibes that are not the look. Vibes are just everything else. Like, what kind of music you like to listen to, do we have a really good conversation? Do you understand me? And I think just maybe the taboo part about trans sometimes gets a lot of guys. I'm interacting with straight men, obviously, to felt like, okay, they don't want to lead me in the wrong direction, or they don't want to waste my time, or whatever it is, or they don't want to make a friend because it could be awkward in their other friend circle to introduce me into, they don't want to risk it. And I think, I can relate, but I felt like it's so unnecessary. It's just like over processing. I encourage more men who have dated trans, or who are ever so slightly more open-minded, to start a conversation, to talk about it, to just be more confident and just don't feel wrong if you like, you fall in love with a trans woman, or if you felt like, okay, this experience is not something that you wanted, you can still make a friend, just, yeah, that's it, I guess. And of course, I have met guys who I became friends as well, and I think that's very nice. But I think just maybe after going through so many dates, I can kind of tell if someone is going to be okay, or if someone who's going to react in a conservative way. And I guess when I felt like he's probably going to react in a way that I might not enjoy, I will usually do it in a voice message. I don't want to do it in person. I don't want to do it in a text message, because I just feel like text messages can be misleading because you cannot feel the tonality, and in person it's just a bit risky. What if someone don't react well? So I usually chose voice message as a medium. And yeah, I think it's also like younger guys are also, I think younger generation nowadays are more aware, and they are less afraid in a way. So, the more open-minded men, I felt like, tend to be younger, and people in their late 30s and 40s are more, I would say, tend to be conservative. But I think there are some conservative people who process the ability to be enlightened and to receive new information and really think about it. Maybe not right away, but I think it kickstarts their thinking process, and that's good enough. And I'm not trying to, you know, like if I'm dating a guy who ended up being conservative and doesn't work, I think these days I'm pretty easy about it, because usually I just try to talk about this, you know, like after the second or third date, because I felt like that's enough time for someone to get to know me in person and also feel my aura and everything. So if they were to judge me still, then, you know, be it, I don't care. And yeah, if it doesn't work out, I'll just move on, and I think that's fair. But I always cherish those moments when it's, you know, even if there isn't an attraction both way, but we have such a good vibe and conversation. We became friends, and I value those friends so much, because it's just so you can talk about everything, you can share so much, and I think it's amazing. It's amazing because I think once, it doesn't matter if it's boyfriend material or friends, but anybody, once you pass through the initial phase of getting to know somebody, we start to judge or value someone based on mentality, you know. I think being inspired, being able to inspire someone, being able to learn and being able to have a great conversation is so quintessential in any relationship. So yeah, like, you know, I felt like it's really hard to come across, even just socially, not just dating wise, with people who you vibe. So when there is a vibe, I cherish the friendship. Yeah. And today I'm not going to do any cards, so I know my English is also not the best, but I think this is going to be a practice for me, so over time hopefully I can be better. Yeah, actually I just made a similar video in Mandarin, but more focused on just possibilities, but I felt like possibilities has been overly discussed in English videos, so I wanted to just focus more on men's reaction. And yeah, I think every man is different, at least in Germany, and I think Germany is a much friendlier, open-minded place. But still, yeah, like sometimes I do meet people who pretend they are open-minded and they acted nicely and then ghost you out afterwards, and that happens and it sucks. And I think I've trained myself to become easier, but at times, of course, it's just so, I felt like, you know, it's precisely that we have these people, and therefore we need to work harder. We need more trans people to make videos and more companies to hire trans people, you know, to hire trans people in their advertising campaigns, in their workforce, to just feel, you know, just let the society know that trans people exist and trans people are diverse. It's not about possibility. Trans people can just be whoever they want to be, whoever they want, however they want to look, and not have to feel like they should be judged just because they are not possible, or they should the only way to be successful is, or to have a good life is to look possible. And that's such a lie, you know. I felt like between girls who are passing and girls who are being on a non-binary or maybe not passing, I think we experience problems that are eventually the same. It's just the timing is different, you know. And I think we should work together, and we shouldn't, I guess, we shouldn't try to feel like it's a competition. I think between women, and also just the societal expectation that women, it's always about beauty and has to be pretty and all of that, and it's making us, constantly comparing our looks and with others. And I think that's something we need to change. And that's not to say that you shouldn't enjoy beauty, you shouldn't enjoy or try your way to be better at how you want it to look. I think it's a very personal choice, and I think it's something that everybody should do whatever feel the best for themselves. But it's just in general, like, how we see our sisters, how we see women, and we need to not really compare like that, and we need to be more unified. And yeah, I think toxic masculinity, it's still very much present. And I have met a lot of guys who said that, like, like, they're going for the looks, they want to, like, sex is important and everything. And I'm not saying that, that's wrong, or that's not without a reason or history or culture to it. It's just that I do believe there is a way to get men to be more in touch with their feminine self, and it takes a movement, and it's slow, but it's possible. Yeah, so I hope my cough is not gonna be too loud on this video. I don't even know how it's gonna sound like afterwards, but anyways, yeah, Berlin has been really dark now in the winter, so it's depressing, especially just, we are also in a pandemic. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I think I just gonna stop rambling because I think I did a little bit, but hopefully over time it's gonna be better. I think what's challenging today is that I'm having this ear blockage problem, so I'm always hearing my own voice, which is it's kind of weird, and it'll obstruct me from making this video. But I still wanted to go live and just push it out there. I know it's not the most fluent, not the most interesting. Maybe it's interesting, I don't know. Let me know if you like this video in such a style, because I felt like a lot of YouTubers, they are very good and very professional with their video, and I wanted to maybe try this new style where it's just more, raw, straight to the point, not perfect, and yeah, see if you guys like it. And hopefully over time we can do a live session, live Q&A, because right now I felt like maybe I'm not in my best linguistic capability to do a live Q&A session yet, but I wanted to be better at this. So yeah, anyway, once again, if you like my video, I hope you can give me a thumbs up, click the like button, because it would really help me and my YouTube to reach out to more people. Whether they like me or they hate me, I think it's always good to yeah, that's the point of making a video anyways. And if you like to watch more, definitely hit the subscribe button. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Thank you guys for watching this episode today. Here are the links to my Instagram account and my photography web shop. Feel free to have a look. Have a fantastic day. Bye!